Nazog. Sorry about that, people. Begush. Shoes. Right, it's really Nazwagala again. Sorry about Nazwagala again, but let's go look in. Let me just go with my mojo. This one on silence. Now, kube kuhle makhehla kube kuhle bakho kube kuhle bomkhulu. Dedi umnyama kuvela ukukhanya. Mathamba mhlophe impela nje zonke into bese ziyalunga. Nazonke. Hayi singasiza mahala. Right, kube kuhle makhehla madam. Now if I'm being ngininkinga, so I had to change my phone ngendlela efanelekile. I think I'm ready now. Yes. I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna speak in English and I'm gonna speak in my Zulu. Right, I hope you'll understand and I hope you have questions to ask me and I hope ukuthi sizosebenzisana namuhla. Igama Moyane insizwa kaNkosi. Uhlala Soweto. Let's work as a team today as a belief. And if you have any questions regarding your spirituality, your spirits, as it is amadlozi wakho, do not hesitate. Do not hesitate to request a video to speak with me face to face. Do not hesitate to ask questions because of today's topic. It's all about amadlozi, the challenges that we face with amadlozi, the challenges that we face, that we encounter with different spirits that we carry within our body, within our spirits. Now, the burdens, because of amadlozi weight, right? So today's topic is all about that. So now today it's a Q&A. You can ask any questions regarding amadlozi. It's either post-personal challenges, it's either after personal challenges, it's either in understanding what kind of spirits you carry. Now, along this life, I'll be maybe hitting there and there and reading some of you, if you're lucky. So, konke akanye, kudekti womnyama kuveli kukhanya. Let's be... let me just get into it. Yes, and call upon my ancestors. Now, Moyane Nkosi kamga kuphi? Moyane Nkosi kamge Swazini. Right, Swazini ngakuphi? Elubamba. Phakathi la qhamuka ngakhona uzala abonomuthi, uzala abokokunangwane. Isimo sakhona bese siyalunga ke manje, so uthwase ana 14 years old eSoweto kagogo gwayesa kaSiziba. She's famous on the Instagram, yeah. I see that. Ukumantumbani kaNkosi. So ngithakubeni kuhle ngibabiza bonke. Mabiza bonke makhehla amatra, mabiza bonke abantu abangithwele, abantu abahamba nami Nkosi yami kudede bomnyama kuvela ukukhanya ethi phakamana. Yebo mathamba amhlophe, zonke izinto bese ziyalunga kudede bomnyama kuvela ukukhanya. Ngibiza bontangula kaNtombela, ngibiza mina bona Nkosi, ngibiza nina makhehla amadala. Yebo ngithozana. Na umsebenzi baba mkhulu ngamangani. Ngikhanyisela kanjena. Ngithakubani kuhle makhehla zonke bese ziyalunga ngithibani khona ke mathamba amhlophe. Akusebenzeni ukuzwakala emathamba amhlophe izinto zihambe zibe seziyalunga. Nani abagulayo, nani abanengulo, bese ke ingulo yeni yaphela. Now, I'm going to divide the topic into 3. Right. The first one is all about understanding idlozi, understanding what kind of spirit you have. First thing, right? Number 2, it's all about post-personal challenges. It's all about what's happening before ungene phehlweni, what kind of challenges you face as a human being. Because of now, things evolve, things change, people grow, spirits and amadlozi themselves, they do grow, right? Third of all, I'm going to speak about depression. within iphehlo, I'm going to speak about sicknesses. I'm going to speak in different kinds of elements that will come in my head that I see. And yeah, we'll see. Let me just start with the first one. Right, we all want to understand what kind of amadlozi esiwaphethe. Right, first umuntu uzala abantu abangaki? Uzala abantu abawu-2. Uzala umama, uzala ubaba. Right, now we all have this question whereby it's either ngiphethwe idlozi lakabomama, it's either ngiphethwe idlozi labobaba. We do not understand and we do not know. Reason being, we all siqhamuka esiswini sakabomama amadlozi amakhulu that we mostly esenza mistake ngakhona is that we by all means, most healers try to ignore the fact that sihleli esiswini sakama for 9 months, not realizing what is protected yini amadlozi akhabomama. Now, answering your questions, if idlozi elihamba phambili icala is that idlozi lakabomama akho, yila ubukhosi bakho obuthola khona. You understand? Yila idlozi lakho elikhulu liqhamuka ngakhona ngoba manje lukwembethe like it protected you for 9 months. You hearing me? So now ngisho njalo ke we should not abandon idlozi lakabomama ngoba manje it's a female ancestor. No, yasebenza kanjalo ngoba idlozi lakabomama liza with gifts, liza with blessings, liza ngezinto eziningi ezihlukahlukene. We need to understand that idlozi elikhulu, idlozi elihamba phambili in each and every single thing that we do, idlozi elikhabomama akho. Now, sakufika nje manje idlozi lakhabo bakho liza ngokukuzingela ngoba manje the reason being kwamele bakuhlawule, the reason being kwamele bakwenzele imisebenzi, it's because of they need to recognize you. They need to bakuhlawule so that nabo babe part and parcel within your journey of your life. You hearing me? So na isimo sakho sama ngaleyo ndlela leyo ngokuthi ke manje abantu abadala mase bakhulumile, abantu abadala mase baphakeme phakathi kuwena baza ngesimo sokuthi ke manje they create conflict, they create like misunderstandings, they create all these dark forces ukuthi manje impilo yakho ibe in shambles. Right, understanding all those elements within our families, we have politics, right? Within our families, we have different kinds of politics. Within our families, we have different kinds of challenges. Before uzoba idlozi lakho was a human, was a flesh before azoba umoya uthize. Understand? Now that flesh, before us cross over to the other world that we call the underground, that we called before they get there, they were human before that, right? Now they came in different kinds and challenges. Let's say for instance idlozi lakho ke manje bekuyi-rapist, right? Why ngikhuluma njalo ke? It's because of now dala abantu abadala, they had different kinds of challenges, meaning that they did different things. Now there were soldiers, there were different kinds of they had so many skills, right? Now in those skills and in all those bad habits that they did, you inherit it, where yourself inherited that dark spirit that they carry, that bad habit that they did. Now if it was like umuntu vele bekadlangula abantu abaningi, definitely sure, sorry to say that uzoba nedlozi elesifebe. Angithi ngokusho njalo ke, it's because of now you inherited that dark spirit elihamba nani nedlozi lakho. You understand? Now you developing and you feeding that spirit ngoba manje you just inherited ngesimo sokuthi ke manje konke lokhu kade aphila ngakho, konke lokhu kade akudla, you going to inherit it and work with that spirit without you knowing. Uzomangala nje, uzothanda abafazi kakhulu, uzothanda abantu besifazane, uzothanda amadoda kakhulu, uzoba isoka without your knowledge, not understanding what kind of spirit you have. Now kuba ingulo, ezinye ingulo zisa ngaleyo ndlela lezo ukuthi ke manje uhlangana to that point whereby you ask your questions ukuthi why am I this kind of person? Why do I have such bad habits? it's spirit that you inherited emadlozini wakini ngoba lezi dlozi leli liza ngesimo sokuthi ke manje liya kuwembesa with those kind of spirits, with those kind of bad habits, with all this different kinds of energies. Right, kuba nedlozi futhi elihambe la ikhunga yazi ukuzihenga idlozi umuntu ohamba ihengile. Now yamangala each and every single time when you have to go to sleep you have the symptoms of uyakamega, right? Ukamega kwakho, that simply means that you inherited that kind of spirit. You inherited isimo sokuthi ke manje you want to commit suicide, you want to drink tablets, you want to drink all this kind of poisons to kill yourself because of now that spirit that's within you yidlozi ohamba nalo, right? All that yingulu ezanabantu abadala. Before we understand ukuthi uphethwe amadlozi kwamele uyothwasa, you need to understand what kind of dlozi do you carry, what kind of spirits do you carry. You understand ngoba manje they need to be cured in a proper manner because of now sizosuka sithwasise ilwane ngendlela engekho right, right? Uzothola ke manje idlozi lakho bekuyisigebengu. Definitely sho wena self as a person, as a carrier, uzobanjwa inkunzi. Uzobanjwa inkunzi ngenye indlela exakile usibuza ukuthi kahle kahle kwenzakalani kanti no. Isimo sedlozi lakho leli wena uhamba nalo. Yile way bekaphila ngakhona. Bekaphila ngokubamba abanye abantu inkunzi. Manje akasenamandla ngokuzenzela. Uthumela abantu ukuthi babambe wena inkunzi ukuthi so that you can understand what kind of spirit of energies or ancestor that you carry. It goes a spirit that develops, a spirit esikhula mihle ngamalanga without you not understanding. Ngoba manje isimo sakho basisakanjalo khehlala is that wena kwamele manje uzilungise uligeze lelo dlozi lelo lilashwe. The reason being you're going to go to hospitals and amadlozi wakho do not see like doctors I mean they don't see ukuthi uphethwe ingule njani. They're going to say you have high blood. You're going to say you have sugar diabetes. You're going to say you have meningitis. You're going to have all this kind of depression. They're going to, they're going to prescribe so many things to you because of now they cannot pinpoint or to pay danger. That's into sibiza ingolo yabantu abadala. Into sibiza ingolo yababa mkhulu ukuthi manje uyagula into engabona ngelihlo kodwa ibona ngomoya. So now by that you need an x-ray. X-ray yani i-x-ray yamathambo, i-x-ray ehamba ngisho nomoya, i-x-ray ehamba ngisho nesangoma, i-x-ray ehamba namadlozi wakho. Right. Ihamba ngalesimo leso senjalo ukuthi whatever altercations that you have, idlozi before you can uzothola amadlozi angaphandle. That we call the Ndao spirit. Before uzothola amadlozi, foreign energies, foreign dlozis, it's because of now icala ngaphakathi ekhaya, because of now kuya ngokuthi amadlozi wakho ahlangane nabo bani nini kanjani. You understand? Now amadlozi wakho maseweze ngalesimo leso mntana ekhehle is that whatever encounters that they encountered way before, you're gonna face it but in a different way, right? They bebahamba ngamakarage. I don't know what now was in amakarage. Bebahamba ngamakarage. Today, sihamba ngimoto, cars, yes, right? Bebahamba with horses and today sisebenza different kinds of modes of transport. Now, ikariji lakhe malimoshakala. That simply means that you're gonna be in an accident. So now isimo sakho sohamba soba mabhedu sohlanga ngendlela engaqondile, right? Right, whatever encounters that they encountered in their lives, you are going to encounter it in a different way, and then you're going to think that you are being punished. It goes like will never ever punish you because of now the level of communication I find, the level of communication with your ancestors I find in Toronto because of now the way they communicate in their side when they have crossing over and not the ways they communicate in this day and age is two different things, right? They do not communicate right? That's why as a spiritual being you're gonna see signs, you're gonna see a lot of signs, you're gonna see a lot of messages as signs because of now they're trying to voice it out in a different way. Family politics comes within that. Family politics comes with bona bagcine kephi ngomsebenzi wabo. Because of now, you're going to be a person that you're gifted, right? Now, your family doesn't allow you to undertake that gift. They don't allow you to undertake umsebenzi wakho abantu abadala. It's because of lento le ibashiyenge trauma enjani, or they do not understand it, or they never went through it, right? Now we are let me have generations and generations and generations. If frustration samadlozi is with altercations, if frustration samadlozi is depression, if frustration samadlozi is politics, if frustration samadlozi is ngokumosha. We need to understand that, right? Now, for you to heal from that, you need to understand your spirit as a person. You understand? You need to grow by that. You need to they're gonna mess your life up. They're gonna bring poverty within your life. Because of now, why they do that? You do not understand, you do not know how to communicate with them. You do not know how to communicate with your ancestors. That's why you feel punished. You understand? So abantu abadala baza ngalesi simo leso ukuthi esana umntana wethu akasizwe awuthi simshane induku. Because of now, the level of thinking and your level of thinking is not the same. The way you think in this day and age, they will never think like that on the other side. So is that when you need to know and you need to create a huge and a beautiful bond amongst the two, because of now their world and our world is two different things. Now all these altercations, all these challenges, it's because of communication. You do not know how to communicate properly with these elements that they are provided. Your candles, your pepper, uphahla kanjani nabantu abadala ukhuluma nabo abantu abadala kanjani. Because of the way you communicate, it's important. It's very, very, very important. Now, I'm going to make a typical example. Before uzozalwa, mawuphuma esibelethweni sakama, you voice out. You're having a communication as bigger. Emhlabeni ozakuwo. Usibika kanjani? Usibika ngokukhala. Weh! Now, the universe itself welcomes you with that, and then you open your arms and then you release all that. So now it becomes a puzzle within, it becomes a challenge, it becomes a task that you need to undertake. And the minute ukhala yazana yazibika kulo mhlaba siphila kuwo ukuthi mina sengikhona ningibikeleni bantu abadala. You understand? Amadlozi ekhaba umama akho, they receive you from the hospital bed and then they bless you in all kinds of in any form abazoblessa ngakhona. Angithi? Now ngokwenza njalo ukuzibika kwakho ukuzala kwakho it signifies something that's very, very beautiful and great within this universe. Now we need to understand what you see communicate kanjani with the universe itself. We need to understand what you communicate kanjani within the namadlozi. Before we're going to communicate nedlozi elizala, we have to communicate with the grounds first. We have to communicate with the universe itself. We have to please allow me to connect, allow me to because of now it's highly impossible that you can just go, hey baba mkhulu msondele. It's impossible. You need to ask permission first. The reason being the reason being you bleed, the reason being you cry. If you like you're marking a register with it, this is where I am, this is me. You need to know me. This is like in DNA. That's why you wouldn't be that kind of person if you hearing me? Now, communication is very important to emadlozi. If you do not understand the ways on how to communicate nabantu abadala, it defeats the purpose of you blaming it. Understand on how to communicate first before also complain. Now, we have different kinds of ways to communicate nabantu abadala. How you address yourself. How you address yourself ebantwini abadala. Wena usibika kanjani ebantwini abadala abakuzele. You as a person, you develop mistakes, you develop all those bad habits, you develop all this kind of bad things that you do, all this, you're breaking your innocence, right? From whatever spirits that you inherited from Idlozi lakho, it multiplies with yours, with your ignorance. It multiplies ngoba into esibheke kakhulu kulo is that we want wealth, we want money, we want all that, we want to be blessed, we want to have nice houses, we want to have beautiful homes, and with all these bad habits that we do, it multiplies with amadlozi, and it adds on to the bad habits and the bad that behavior, and then you would think that uthakathiwe. Masifika lapho ke manje idlozi turns out to be kuba isichitho when your bad habits and their bad habits masesihlangana, it creates a spirit. Then you're going to develop spirit of delay. Uzo delay izinto. You're going to develop kind of like ama spirits are different because of now ihlangana nokwakho ihlangana nabantu abadala because of our ignorance and not understanding ukuthi sihamba kanjani. Now, also develop a spirit of laziness. It's not you. It has multiplied. It has made a fusion out of itself without you not knowing. You understand? So now, when you develop all these kind of things, now you become a druggie, you become akwazi concentrate kahle ezintweni zakho, akwazi concentrate kahle emsebenzini, akwazi concentrate kahle esikolweni. The reason being is that, let's say for instance you're a student of Peter Maslows. The reason being that utinga was a concentrator within your class is because of now there's a lot of conflicted things within your head, meaning that there's an argument that's happening within the spirit, right? Now it keep up all of that, it keep up all the concentration, and it creates a better. So akwazi uconcentrator, akwazi ukunaka izinto zakho zihamba yashabala ziba mnyama ngendlela exakile, like akwazi ukuzwa nomuntu uzela ama visions, uzela ama thoughts, uzela into eyiningi ekhanda lakho ngesikhathi esi1. That simply means that idlozi lakho liyakulwa. There's conflict that's happening within the spirit, there's conflict that's happening within your system, there's conflict that's happening within your brain. Now all that is that develop on a daily. They develop when they get together, when this fusion creates itself, it creates a lot of destruction, it creates confliction, it creates confusion on its own. Now the reason people was muklangana kahle uphathwe ikhanda lingapheli is because of now there's complicated things that are happening within your head. The spirit itself is ziyaqabana, your flesh and your spirit, and their spirit zahlangana zwana inhlobo. So now zizolwa mazilo mntana ekhehla, definitely sure you're gonna lose concentration. You're gonna see different kinds of things. You're trying to concentrate on your for an example, your maths teachers trying to teach you a formula of something. Now when uzozelwa igroup, when you're trying to concentrate on the formula, but when uzozela ngicabanga yokuthi wangicabanga izinto ezikanje, wangicabanga amanzi, wangicabanga izinto eziningi ehlangahlangene, wangicabanga impilo yami ihlangahlangene, why am I depressed like this? The spirit itself is not allowing your brain to carry all that. It's not allowing your brain to connect with the universe. It's not allowing, like yakususa yahlumeka kuwe ithi phuma lo kumhlaba lo and unake lento ngokuthi ukutshela ukuthi yes, right? Because of now it becomes foreign to the ancestors, to whatever that esiyenza thina kulo mhlaba siphila kuwo. It becomes so foreign in the sense of which it's going to distract you in so many ways. You're gonna look like a mad person because of that, because of the spirit that you are inherited. Isabeza ngalesimo esinjalo ukuthi wena ucommunicate kanjani nabantu abadala. The reason being you do not understand ukuthi manje when you have to concentrate kuza a flood of thoughts, kuza a flood of emotions, kuza a flood of different kind of things, because of now you are in a battlefield with yourself and your spirits. Yeah. you are in a battlefield with yourself and your spirit. Abantu abadala, they are challenging you ukuthi kahle kahle where do you stand, ngoba baze ukuthi sikuthumile sifuna ukuthi wenze this and this and this and this, and then you do your own thing. Now ngibuyela ngithini, communicate in a proper manner so that you can understand idlozi lakho ukuthi lihamba kanjani. Spirit of inheritance is a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing ebantwini abadala. If you're gonna allow all these things ezingena kuwena, ngempela mntana ekhehla uzohlangana umhlaba wonke jikelele, uzohamba izangoma ungeke uyiqede ngenxa yokuthi lento lesiyahluleka abantu abaningi ukuthi bayilaphe ngoba manje basheshesa ukuthi bafuna ukukuthwasisa, whereas kwamele balaphe lento iphakathi kwena cala. Ngoba manje one thing for sure, idlozi lakho lihambe lingcolile lenza amacala amaningi. The reason being abantu bayothwasa is that bayobhadala amacala wabo babamkhulu, bayobhadala amacala wabo, bayoqedelela la bagcine khona. You understand? So now we need to understand all that as well. Uma ngabe into zakho ihlangana nje Nkosi yami, la kuya ugeziwe nje usuka ngisho nasempophomeni, ngisho nasezibeni. Find the core, find where this comes from, find it and heal that. Meaning that find this particular dlozi that is so destructive, like elmosha zonke izinto ngesimo sokuthi is not attended to. How do you attend to that kind of dlozi? You need to consult. Ushaya ithambo kuzwakala lithole idlozi ukuthi wena uphethe idlozi linjani. But idlozi qhamuka lekha idlozi lipheva yonke into, idlozi lekha bomama, and it allows all amadlozi ayezeke manje azofaka isandla ukuthi hayi namntana wenenzani. Because of now, if le ngulo yama spirit ayilashwa, definitely sure your things are gonna be messed up with just a small and little thing. That's why I'm sure. So now we need to understand that with the spirit that we inherit, we need to zilashwe kanjani. Ngoba singajaheli ukuthi manje ayibutane ekhehla ozothwasa hey geza leli dlozi. Khona amanye amadlozi asheshayo vele athi yebo mntana ekhehla kwamele uthwase manje. Yes, I know, I understand it. Iyenzakala. But now ngesikhathi akumelanga sithwasisa abantu ngokuphapha, akumelanga sithwasisa abantu ngokusheshsha ngoba manje sesigijimise itikitiki uthanda mntana ekhehla uzothwasa idlozi lakho lakubulala. Ukuze lifuna ukubulala. Why? Wena patient, wena muntu ophethe idlozi, undlule kuziphi izinto? What have you done for that dlozi to reach that stage of ukuthi lifuna ukukhama? Yeah, you need to understand all that. All the spirits that we inherit, we need ukuthi sisilaphe ngendlela efanelekile. We must not ignore them. It starts with communication. It starts with different kinds of things that we do. Yeah. So kuya ngento iningi ehlukahlukene ukuthi sisebenza kanjani nabantu abadala, sicommunicate nabo kanjani nabantu abadala. Yeah. So in this first part of it, if you have any questions, I see there's a request. I like it, no request yet. Okay. So now I'm gonna answer a few questions, and then I'll carry on. Right. Yeah, injalo. Let me see. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. In the first part of it, in the first segment that I have explained, don't hesitate to ask, and I'll definitely answer you and with the knowledge that I have. And I don't like doing things in uniform. I like explaining it in spirit, because of now amadlozi do not come in a uniform, baza in a different kinds of way ukuthi basebenza kanjani. Yathola ngoba manje asiphumi endaweni ewana, asiphumi emadlozini afanayo. Ungathi mina ngigcoka ibheshu nawe uzogcoka ibheshu. Hayi, amadlozi wethu awafani. So that's why ngingathanda ukuthi nyenze izinto uniform ukuthi okay fine. Ngoba ngeke ngabona ikhandlela lakho likhala ndlela thi, which means lisho ukuthi no. We listen to the spirit, I listen to the spirit and other healers, and then we connect the dots ngendlela efanelekile. Right. Towaza Baba. How does one handle being called from two sides of the family, but one being dominant than the other? Right. I like that questions, right? So into yenzakala is that khona abantu abahamba banamadlozi abamawele. Now maba namadlozi abamawele njalo njalo isebenza ngokuthi izinto zabo zihamba ngambili. Why zihamba ngambili? Let's say for instance from your mother's side bokunamadlozi kade kwamathwini, each and every single thing yakho izohamba ngambili. Or if isimo sakho manje siyabanga khabo mama wakho kunamadlozi abanekhwama, khabo baba wakho kunamadlozi abanekhwama, izinto zakho zihamba njani? Zihamba ngambili ngoba manje zithi nami ngifuna into zami, nami ngifuna into zami. It's very much possible ukuthi manje ube nemisamo embili ehlukene, ube nendumba eyiwale kodwa sharing, yabo into engisho. So now isebenza ngokuthi manje you must align them both. If you have two different dlozis that are dominant, bonke bazosebenza ngendlela zabo ehlukahlukene. They will be well aligned in a proper manner. Ngesimo sokuthi ke manje mawuphehlelwa, they will be aligned ukuthi basebenzisane, because of now if they are not aligned properly, leli zoba phezulu kwaleli and then izinto zakho zahamba ziyodonseka ziyothatha kanti ukuthi sihlangana. The most important thing we must know ukuthi leli lifunani, leli lifunani. Then masihlangene ke lamadlozi when they are well aligned, that's when ke manje uzokwazi ukuthi usebenzise wonke amadlozi akho ngendlela efanelekile. That's why you're going to have two names. Yes, that's why you're going to have two dominant names. Amadlozi ahamba azana ngamagama amaningi ahlukahlukene. You can have over 5 names, but there will be these ones that are dominant. There will be these ones who are the leaders. Yes, before you're gonna find yourself, before you're gonna find the master of it all, kuba neyithunywa ezithunywa, right? Kuba namadlozi aza njengeyithunzi, kuba namadlozi aza ngendlela eningi ehlukahlukene. Now kuba yithunya uzithi, let's say for instance mina my dominant dlozi is Moyane. Right, makazoza uMoyane angeke aze straight ngoba inkosi yakhona, angithi inkosi yakhona izothumezela ukuthi wena wena sibanibani hamba uyingele kumntanami umtshengise 1 2 3 4 5 9. This banibani unegama lakhe, angithi let's say for instance ngizothi igama lakho Sikhumba. Yeah, Sikhumba. Ngithi example, wena Sikhumba iya umntaneni wami umtshengise 1 2 3 4 5 8 9 10. Kuba yini? Kuba isithunywa. Now, let's see right. The dominant clause appears when siskasakona seshali, meaning that yakajelo yo idlosilaphunga sokumayela ukuthi mina ngubani bengihamba nabo bani. Right. Futhi ke liphuma futhi kakhulu futhi mazokhula masithi ledla into waso. Kudla bani into waso? Kudla the dominant clause and then feeds all of them. Seba feed ukuthi manje sikhathi ukuthi makhetla ngidle. The carrier of his khwama ulo ozobamba igama lakhe langempela, meaning that the dominant clause yilo lihamba phambili and then ithunya lizohamba zithumeka zenza umsebenzi njalo njalo. Because it's very much possible for a person ukuthi abe namagama amaningi, abe futhi na 2 dominant names or 3 dominant names. Why am I saying 3 dominant names? Khabo mama wakho, khabo baba wakho, ugogo wakho or ukhokho wakho. Those people, those spirits, those ancestors come in a dominance enye ehlukile. So now we must understand and we must allow idlozi ukuthi isebenze ngendlela lakhona. Ugobela ngale athi hayi leya siyenze ekhaya, let's say for instance kuba ne tradition enziwa empandini, kuba nomkhuba oza nedlozi. Mangithi umkhuba oza nedlozi simply mean that idlozi lifuna 1 2 3 4 5 and 9 10. Then without you not knowing, without you not understanding, you want to crush it as a God. The reason being, what I'm trying to teach is that we must not uniform uniform magic strictly this and a jig. Amadlozi aza different kinds of forms and different kinds of elements and different kinds of shapes. So now we must understand ukuthi bona sibaphisa kanjani ngoba bavumele umntana mazothwasa kuwe. So now you when as a flesh namadlozi wakho, you need to connect and be well aligned naledlozi elethwasa ukuthi likwazi ukuthi mali communicate always ukuthi likhala ngani bese you feed and you give. Because of now, I'm going to tell you one thing is that kunezangoma eziningi ezikhona kulomhlaba lo siphila ku today, like fun in the olden days. But before you go to a healer uthi yothwasa, whether uliphuphile or awuphuphana, definitely sure idlozi lakho lizokutshela ukuthi ngiyavuma or angivumi. Livuma kanjani? Right, idlozi lakho liza ngesimo sokuthi manje they have met nabo Moyane. Ne? Give an example. They have met namadlozi kabo Moyane before the flesh zizomeet. Before uzoza la ekhaya ngizokubhula, they had an agreement whereby uthi wena Melusi uzoya kuKatleo amadlozi wakhe sesiwatshelile ukuthi uzowenza njani. You understand? Now masafika kwelapho ke manje and then isangoma bese siyaphupha sithi kuzoba nomuntu ozoza or kuba nevision or kuba nento enzakalako. That simply means that amadlozi wale client ezayo umuntu onamadlozi whatever situation that can maybe bavumelane namadlozi wakho ukuthi nina nizoncedana ndlela thizeni ukuthi isituation yayigojwana ibe right. Umuntu akamani vele aye nje enyangeni. You connect first with the healer. It's either you see them on Instagram, on social media, whatever, but you definitely connect and you're gonna sleep on it. But you're gonna have this heavy feeling with I should go to this person. Ngoba manje idlozi lakho selivumile, selile lapho ukuthi yebo iyalaphaya. Bawuqhawulana bavumelana. The reason being uzokwazi ukubona nendaba zakho deep because awuna idlozi lakho livumile ukuthi yebo I'm allowing you some pente to see inkinga yengane yami ukuthi njani ngoba manje I trust and believe that uzomsiza ngento ozibonayo ngento ozenzayo emkhambini wakho endumbeni yakho ukuthi ngoba lezi idlozi ngoba idlozi alilani njalo lezi idlozi la khabo bani kabo Moyane lifike licheka hlangana namadlozi wakhona baxoxisane baphuza utshwala babe njalo babheme babedle badle babenze and have a proper agreement. Then kusasa uzovuka ukuthi azini I cannot hesitate, I must go there tomorrow. It's because of idlozi lakho selivumile ukuthi you have to go there. Abantu izinto zabo ziba mnyama ngendlela zokuthi manje situation yabo isuka seyijulile kangaka ukuthi they doubt themselves. They doubt themselves in so many ways. Ngoba manje amadlozi wabo they don't trust them in different forms. Why bangathambi amadlozi wabo? It's because of that in the family kuzothiwa akekho umuntu ke waba isangoma. Wazi kanjani? It's either isimo sihamba ngokuthi sike saba khona isangoma or kuke kwaba nengulu phakathi ekhaya zange ithathwe or kuke kwaba nesimo sokuthi umuntu uke wahamba wathwasa wayishiya kanjalo or khona idlozi elike lahamba lasebenza ngokusifihla manje leyo mbuleka ke manje lithi sengikhona kodwa makuba umuntu amadlozi and ekina bayazi phela umanga ubheke ukuthi angeke uphatha amadlozi wama 2000 angeke uzophatha amadlozi wabo 2000 uzophatha amadlozi wabo 19 something uzophatha amadlozi wabo 18 something. They need to think about that before them who kuze bani icala. You understand? Most family members bayilahla lapho ukuthi hayi ekhaya kaze kube nesangoma wazi kanjani ngoba manje in 1800s kuke kwaba nesangoma. You don't know that. Ngesikhathi sabushaka Zulu kuke kwaba nenyanga kade asebenza ngemithi njalo ahlanganisa into zakhe ayenzana then washona. Animals lo khokholo. So do not just crush that situation ngesipiti kanjalo bese uthi akwazi kube nesangoma njalo. You do not know. You must first consult and find out ukuthi vele lengulo leqhamuka kuphi yaphi. Now ngokusho njalo ke amadlozi aza ngendlela eningi ihlukahlukene and angeke size sithole ngesikhathi ukuthi manje baza kanjani. Thina as a healers imsebenzi wethu ukuthi sishaya ithambo bese siyayithola ukuthi ingulo kahle iqhamuka kephi iya kuphi iza kanjani kuwe wayifike kuwe. Yathola into engisho siyayibhula siyayithola kuba njalo. Then you understand ukuthi uphethe idlozi elinjani. Kodwa angeke sikutshele ukuthi wena idlozi lakho bokusompence igama lakho bani la ephehlweni igama lakho liza ngesimo sokuthi ke manje idlozi lakho lona qobo lwalo lizokutshela ukuthi mina ngubani. Ugobela ngeke azokutshela ukuthi wena ubani. Hayi, ayisebenzi kanjani. So now you need to understand all that. Ukuthi amadlozi aza in different ways. We must not sibayenza ukuthi banje bagqoka ibhanje eliwona elifanayo. Abanye kade kwamapedi, abanye kade kwamaZulu, abanye kade kwamavent. You must all accommodate all the spirits ngendlela efanelekile. Right, you see the questions. Oh, I'm funny ama question talk. Get good. I'll just share. Right. Thokoza mkhulu sengasha phela mina manje. Thokozana. I'll say it right now. Are you willing? Get some more. Oh, check. Right. Hey, it's deep because I can speak Zulu, but I cannot read it properly, please. Right. That was cool. I keep on asking myself when shall dreaming of always being at school end. Now, dreaming at school, it's a initiation on its own. That simply means that we are twa si swa. Bakutshengisa indlela ukuthi kwamele uyothwasa, kwamele undergo umsebenzi wabantu abadala. Yes. Now, dreaming of schools, that simply means that ukuthi you need to take umsebenzi wabantu abadala ngendlela ethize. Bakutshengisa ukuthi not the actual school, but school yamadlozi. Yathola mos la uzofundiswa khona ukuthi izinto zamadlozi zisebenza kanjani. Right, understand this. Amadlozi, they're trying by all means to accommodate us. But accommodate kanjani? But accommodate ngokusebenzisa all these elements that we use in this day and age. They want to use schools, they're going to use cars, they're going to use all those kind of things. Even the food that we eat, you're going to dream about it because of now they're trying to accommodate us. Dreaming about school, that simply means ukuthi kwamele share with what kind of school that kumele ukuthi uyenze. It's either thosa by sangoma, it's either thatha ubunyanga. Uba isangoma and ubunyanga is two different things. Thosa about profit. All those spiritual schools, yes, it doesn't necessarily mean go to school. And kuya ngokuthi the structure of the dream sinjani. Going with the structure of the dream, with so most of Abandaba gifted definitely sure they want to dream about schools. Because of now, you have to go to school in Abandaba because they're trying to communicate in a language as today. I get it, they are accommodating us. So now you must accommodate them in understanding the lingo, the way they speak, the signs they give us. Listen to this was niggas. So now, as I mean njalo ukuthi ke understand the logo. Isikolo simply means that you have to undergo initiation of some sort. You need to consult with that and check ukuthi isimo sakho simi kanjani and the structure of the dream simi kanjani. Angit. Before I get to the next segment of it, right? Why we number chan? But some of the questions. Let me just check. Right. Nkulo, how do you find all those things? What things? How do you understand with amadlozi akho? Is it a form of communicating with them? No kuluma nawo. Good. Right. Now, communicate nabantu abadala, ne? That's simply you have to find a space where you have to communicate nabantu abadala. You have to create umsamo. and umsamo manje nje uthatha amabhala waphupha wabeke. Umsamo uyavulwa, umsamo uyagezwa, umsamo uyabikwa ngendlela efanelekile. Right. So now for you to communicate nabantu abadala kwamele ube nomsamo or ube nendawo ngaphandle la uhlala khona la uphahla khona, and then communicate nabantu abadala, ushisa impepho, ushisa amakhandlela nakho konke lokho. Now I'm gonna teach you the first thing. I'm gonna teach you the first thing of maybe we understand in communicating with people. Now, we all use candles. We all use candles. Different kinds of candles. Different kinds of candles. Candles is a reflections of our soul. Candles have different kinds of meanings. Dlozi, at some point, konabaya that are gifted, that can hear voices, it's fine. Tina banye esihamba ngama signs and all those things. The first way on how to communicate networks is your candle. It's your candle. How do you communicate namadlozi wakho? A candle will definitely speak to you on how ikhanya ngakhona. We have the tendency on ukuthi siwalayita kanjani. The way we light ngakhona ikhandlela lakho, it's either it can make you or break you. Why am I saying that? It's either you're going to understand it or you're not going to understand it. Because it has its own different ihamba ngisho nomkhuba omunye uthizini. Now, I'm going to make an example. It's right. Silayita amakhandlela. Masilayita amakhandlela ke manje ikhandlela nekhandlela lihamba nestick lakho. Now, mazokhanyisela ikhandlela wonke ngestick esiwane esifanayo. They want to provide you with a different, with the same energy. Yeah? Ngoba manje mawulayita amakhandlela kwamele akhulume nawe in a different way. You're going to light a candle with the ikhandlela lihamba nestick sakho. Mawuzohamba uzokhanyisa ikhandlela lakho bese uyashisa kanje. Now, amadlozi khabo mama wakho, amadlozi khabo baba wakho awafani. Whatever energy that you're trying to possess within this candle, with this, the way we let them on and then light it up with another candle, they're gonna give you the same energy, definitely sure. Now, the way the way it speaks to you. It speaks to you. So now, the first step that you need to know on how to communicate with it is through your candles. If you do not know how to light your candles, it defeats the purpose of lighting the place. Because of now, it was like and you must understand that how can you sell it when a self-paid or can you send a madlozi wakho and amadlozi wakho aza ngokuhlukahlukana kwa. That's why ufundiswa ukuthi mawukhanyisa ikhandlela lakho ukhanyisa ngestick lakhona. Leli nestick lalo. This has its own stick matches njalo. Then they want to give you a different kind of energy, each and every one of them. The first step on communicating is know how to light your candles. Know how to light your impepho. But impepho elightwa ngendlela eyiningi ehlukahlukene. And ukuthi sifakane empepeni ukuphuma emadlozini wakho nesenyangeni yakho. Right. Kodwa angeke sishise ngokufana. All this kit is so fragile in a way that it sends like energy, a heavy. I'm going to give people a man and song on one's way. Now, thina sifundiswe ukukhanyisa impepho. Yabona impepho thina esishisayo ibangaka. We have a reason why. Sikhipha ama-sticks. Sikhipha ama-sticks wakhona. We want to understand the way isha ngakhona. Ukusha kwempepho angeke kusho ngokufana. it sends out a message ukuthi okay, what kind of dlozi is there, what kind of energy is there, and what kind of spirit roaming around you, and what are you saying, or what are you communicating, or you hearing me, right? And then sizoba nabantu abashisa impepho ngekhandlela. No, sishisa ngomenshiswa khona so that sikwazi ukuthi manje intuthu akhona ixoxe nathi ngendlela efanele, ngoba sishisa impepho ukuthi kube nentuthu to invite amatabata, to invite ukuthi okay, now we summoning you guys, siyangicela abantu abadala banikhona. So the way uzosmoka ngakhona is the way uzosho ukuthi kuze abantu abanjani, bazowenza njani, bazokwenzani, and how you deliver inkulumo yakho kubo. You understand? We all do things differently. So now, the most important thing is communication. So communicate kanjani abantu abadala, right? So we communicate them through candles and impepho and sniff, right? So shisa impepho ke manje sibona ukuthi isha kanjani. Sinabanye abantu ke manje abanye abantu manje mabayenza mabaphahla bavele bangena endabeni ngendlela ukuthi ke manje yabona, immediately it sends out an energy yakhuluma ukuthi ke ngisha kanje khona, futhi mazoshisa izosaphala ithi iqala indawo isho enye inkulumo, mayiya phezulu isha enye inkulumo, mayiba divided isho enye inkulumo. Immediately when you shisa kwamele ixoxe nawe ithi mina ngiza kanje. You understand? Or they agreeing on whatever thing uzokhuluma nabantu abadala, ukusha kwayo yaxoxa nawe, right? Siba nabanye abantu ke manje abakuthi bangena enkulumeni yokuthi ke manje babamkhulu ngicela imali, babamkhulu ngicela impilo, babamkhulu so. Before you get to that, babizi, it's like a family meeting, babizi abantu abadala, then uhlale nabo kahle uthi naku utshwala benu, naku in ubizi ibongo zakhe imzonke, ubabizi ukuthi sesila endaweni ucela ukukhuluma nani. Abantu uzowaphapheli, awaphapheli, ukhuluma nabo kahle ukuthi ngesizotha nenhlonipho, Nkosi yami ngicela ukuthi bantu abadala nibe khona nizozwe inkulumo engizoyithula kini ngendlela efanelekile. Nkosi yami uyabahlonipha, khona amanye amadlozi futhi afuna ukuteketiswa, usho ithakazelo zakhona iphelele, usho ukuthi wena bonkosi dlamini wekunene njalo njalo, ubabizi bazoza ngenjabulo ukuthi sesikhona, right? Amanye nje sonkelo uthi ngicela imali, ukhuluma indaba zakho ukuthi ke manje sola uthi mina ngingane yenu usibani ngabani ba, ngicela ucole konke ngokwenza namuhla izolo nakunjalo, ngicela ke manje siphile siphambili, like nje you paving it well, you paving it well. Manje upapa usokhuluma nje uthi ucela imali ucela enza you paving it well so that they can understand, right? Uthi kulo mhlaba ngiphila kuwo sesiphila kanje ngicela ucolo abantu abadala la ngenze khona, la ngone khona, la ngenza khona kahle emakhehla, ngicela ukuthi manje ningithethelele, ngicela nizozela inkulumo engizoyithula kini ngoba manje ngibhekene nezikhukhula zomhlaba. The way uzokhuluma ngakhona kodwa manje you humbling yourself to them so that they can listen to you properly. Yes? Now, by doing that, you're going to feel energies. Okay, fine, we're hearing you, boy, talk. Right, and then there was getting kulumeni yabantu abade ukuthi wena uthini kubo. Ucela ucolo, bonga ukuphila, ukhuluma indaba yakho nabantu abadala ukuthi Nkosi yami ke manje, na indaba engithula kini, ngicela ukuthi ningisize 1 2 3 4 5 9 10 vula namaphupho njalo njalo. The reason being amaphupho wenu angavuleki niwakhohle emcamelweni, it's because of now you saying things ngesikhathi esiyi-1. At some point amanye amadlozi they want you to be specific. They want you to be specific on what you want. They want you to be specific esimweni sakho ukuthi uthulani kubo ukuthi bakuzwe, ngoba manje siphethe abantu abadala abanye ukuzwa kwabo elinye idlozi lihambe lingezwa. So you need to know how to deliver, you need to know how to uxoxisana nabantu abadala ngendlela efanelekile. Amanje nje ukhuluma Nkosi yami cela imali njalo njalo, asikho lapha. You must humble yourself and speak to them in a decent way. Ukuthi abantu abadala nasi simo sami engibhekene naso, ngicela ukuthi ningisize kube nje. The reason being you doing all that before uzokhuluma kuningi uthi nangu utshwala nasi sniff nangi in nyanik. You feeding the grounds first before you're gonna feed them. Now by throwing all this on the ground, that simply means that uqela the grounds ukuthi to invite abantu abadala ukuthi babe khona. You understand? Babe khona, and so they can hear you. So uqela permission to the grounds summons them or calls upon them, and then they listen to you. You feel in the grounds with mhlaba ngicela wena Nkosi nsisi ungibizile abakithi sisiyaxoxisana. The reason being siphahla ezihlahleni, the reason being siphahla ematsheni, the reason being siphahla emufuleni. Imimoya yabo ilapho. Now at some point I could say they're renting from there, bahlala lapho imoya yabo ihlala lapho ngendlela thizeni. Now why bahlala emhlabeni unjalo? Because of now the universe, the ground allows them to live there. So now sicela kulo mhlaba ebabiza uthi umntana uyangibiza khuluma naye bese kuba njalo ke into zabonakala bese ziyakhanya. So ke the first steps lezo ukuthi manje in communicating you need to understand how to communicate with them and understand all the elements that you use. Yes? Kwenziwani? Now second segment of it. So in terms of qoqa ngisimo sokuthi post phehlo kwenziwa. Now there's a lot of things ezenzakalayo before ungene phehlo. You get depressed, you get so many things like into zakho ziyahlanga iqonda zibonakala. You lose money, you lose relationships, you lose hope, you lose all this. You face monumental challenges. Why is that? It's because of abantu abadala manje sesuka sebayalwa. Baliswa ukuthi ke manje the patience is dying because of now abantu abadala, before they can give you duties, they have the duties to fulfill. We have lack of understanding ukuthi it's all about us. It's not about us. It's all about them as well. Ukuthi manje abantu abadala bafutha ukuthi manje wena sukunika umsebenzi yakuthu. They have deadlines. Ukuthi manje they have to fulfill on the other side. Now we delaying it simply means that their deadlines they like ziyahlanga. So that's why manje sebaza anger. That's why sebaza ngesimo sokulwa. That's why they mess up your things just like that. That's why sebaza sebakuthela induku. That's why they mess up each and every single thing. That's why you even reach the depression state, because of now they are depressed themselves. Whatever emotions and feelings that you feel, they are feeling them multiplied so. By feeling in. So we need to understand that it's not about us. It's all about them as well. The more you delay, the more sick and tired and depressed they get because of their deadlines. Now they're gonna mess up your life. Your life's gonna be in shambles because of that. Post-pension, yes? Right. Now so phakathi. You expect magic. Yeah? You expect magic ukuthi hey mina ngifuna ukubona manje, mina ngifuna ushaya ithambo kuzwakala, mina ngifuna izinto zami zisheshe, mina ngifuna ukubona ne-million, mina ngifuna ukubona nemali eningi, mina ngifuna ukuba isangoma esikhulu. Hello, you missing the idea, you missing the point. Isebenza ngokuthi ke manje abantu abadala, the more you delayed, the more they want to delay your process as well. Now so kuya ngokuthi wena ephehlweni wena uzimisele kangakanani, uzimisele kufikela kephi ukuthi manje idlozi lakho lisebenza kangakanani, uzimisele ukuthi ke manje wena abantu abadala ukuba fakile pressure kangakanani, wena nenyanga yakho nisebenzisa kanjani ukuthi bakhuphuke labantu bayenze their duties. Because now sebenza khona amanye amadlozi aza sakhathele ukuthi ngihambile ngaze ngakulinda wena khehlalani, ngaze ngakulinda Nkosi yami asakwazi ngokuthi manje sengikhathele. So kwamele uluvusele idlozi lakho ukuthi libe semandleni. Gain the strength again because of you delayed them, because of you. Yes, you didn't understand. You delayed them. Ukuthi manje akwazanga ukwenza ngalesikhathi manje they were well matured. And njengoba manje ke sesungene ephekwe sofuna into zakho zisheshe sofuna ukuthwasa 2 months wena sofuna ukuthwasa 1 month idlozi lakho lithe thwasa 1 month ayisebenzi kanjalo ngoba manje idlozi lakho manje you delayed it selikhathele kwamele silivuse ngendlela efanelekile kwamele ke manje understand ukuthi liza kanjani kwamele ke manje usebenze ngalo to before uzofika lapho. Then the more you relax the more it goes not relax. The more ufaka pressure the more lihlukumeza ngakho ngoba lihlukumezile before uzothwasa. Nawe njalo ke you have to manje pick up ulivuselele ngendlela efanelekile so that likwazi ukuthi liba active. The more you relax the more they relax. They do what you do. Because of now kuba nesimo sokuthi ke manje lisebenza ngendlela eningi ehlukahlukene. You must understand that. The more you delay it, the more they're going to delay the process. And again, imali esephehlweni angeke uze uyibhanke. Uthi hey, today I'm going to save it up. Today I'm going to save imali esephehlweni ngizothi ay ngizosave angeke because you do not understand ukuthi you do not understand ama cost and azoba khona ngoba wazi ukuthi uphethwe idlozi elinjani. Now when you trying to save for iphehlo it delays and it defeats the purpose of you trying to save up the nkomo lezo ngoba amadlozi wona self they're trying to do it themselves. They provide you with jobs and gigs. You think it's inhlanhla yakho, then they take it upon yourself. They must bayithathile bathi thina sokunikile inhlanhla wena udlale ngazo. And abantu abadala bakhuma kanye bakhuluma nge10. So now you trying to save up imali beningi angeke ngoba kuzovela inkinga eziningi ehlukahlukene uthi kuvele lokho umntana uyagula kuvela ingozi kuvela imali yakho iyaphela. Bafuna ukuyisebenzela bona ngamandla wabo so uphakathi ephehlweni. That's when isimo sakho swami sihlangane ngendlela efanelekile. Not by ukuthi manje kwamele ngisave nakho ke ngilokho isimo sami sihambe njani. No, you need to understand ukuthi imali esephehlweni ifana nemali esichitho. Kwamele usebenzele uphakathi ephehlweni. That's where manje uzoba shocked ukuthi hey kanti imali engaka idlozi lakho liza ngento eningi ngoba liyazi ukuthi lifuna lidemanda ini kuwe leswa lifuna ukuyisebenzela. Amadlozi aphuma yozingela waqeda ukuzingela bakublessing into ikanje bakublessing into ikanje. Leswa abanye abantu mabangena ephehlweni into zabo ziyapopa ziyahlangana ziba right. Ngendlela zokuthi manje idlozi beliphethe kanje iceda ukuzingela zithi bambake manje sebenze. It's how you respect the process, it's how you respect them. You need to understand that as well. Amadlozi adla ngendlela eningi ehlukahlukene inkosi ngisize kusebenze kuzwakale sengizoyivala ke manje. Let's see the questions and then ngiyacopha kuzozo ke manje.
Network is bad.
Okay, yeah. Singiyaceda mntana ekhehla. Right, I'm gonna save this video. Right, amadlozi khehla lami sizoyiceda on our next video. I think I've said and I think I've answered a few questions in all that I've said. Ngithabeni kuhle phethe bomnyama kuvela ukukhanya. Unankosi ke lo. Umoyane kaNkosi dlubadle saka nobamba. Unomuthi. Ukokongwane. Isimo sami sinjalo. Ngiyabonga for joining me today. I hope ukuthi siphinde futhi nangelinye ilanga njalo. If you have any questions or whatsoever, don't hesitate to DM me and we'll communicate. Ngithabeni kuhle kudede bomnyama kuvela ukukhanya. Umoyane kaNkosi lo siyabonga. Ciao.